Okay guys, so welcome along. Friday afternoon. Now, this is the longest journey that I've ever done on the scooter. Okay, it's 106 miles from start to finish. I'm going from home in Whaley Bridge in Derbyshire, right the way up to North Yorkshire, to a place called Bewholme, okay, which is just north of Driffield and around the Beverley area. So it's the longest journey I've ever done, and you'll notice that this is a voiceover, and the commentary is actually mixed in with some of the actual footage that was recorded on the day. Again, having problems with the sound on the camera, but that isn't the only thing, because when I left home this morning a couple of hours ago, I had a major mishap. Left home, came over the tops, over the Woodhead Pass, over the Pennines, dropped down into Yorkshire, and then after 65 miles I realised that the camera had switched itself off. So I was absolutely fuming. The camera wasn't working, and I'd been talking to myself for the best part of 65 miles, all right? So anyway, we picked the journey up now. I've got about 40 miles left to do, and I'm going from Selby in North Yorkshire all the way up to this little village called Bewholme. Going up there for a family weekend and family gathering, if you like. So we've rented an Airbnb, and looking forward to chilling out and relaxing for a couple of days. So where are we up to? Let me bring you up to date on the journey. We came over the Woodhead Pass, so we came through Glossop, over the Woodhead Pass, up over the tops, and believe me, it was damp, it was wet, it was windy, and got a little footage for you here from the camera, which is actually mounted on the handlebars. So I've got one camera on the helmet, and this is the first time I've tried this, mounting the camera on the handlebars rear facing, but you can see there, the conditions were damp, they were wet, it was low cloud, visibility was very poor, and it was a little bit scary, a little bit treacherous. Really quite bleak, and it was raining, it was windy as well. But yeah, first time I've tried that with the camera on the handlebars. So here we are, we're back in Yorkshire now, and just heading up to this roundabout. This big HGV in front of me, so I'm going to keep my distance from that and try not to get too close. Weather's fine and dry, and a little bit sunnier over this side of the Pennines, so that's good. Glad it wasn't raining all the way. Now, let me just bring you up to date, guys. I did a video recently called What's in the Bag, and it was all about the kit that I carry with me on the scooter, and some of you will have watched that, I'm sure. And I just want to thank all the viewers who contributed in the comments, because I had some really positive feedback, but more importantly, I had some great ideas from more experienced people, and that's what this channel is all about, is me learning as I go and sharing the information. So some of those YouTube comments, really beneficial. I've topped up the kit with you know, things like an extra fuse, extra bulb, spark plug, spark plug spanner, all them little bits and pieces, cable ties, bungee cords, and now I feel so much more better equipped for this journey, this longest journey that I've ever done. So I'd just like to say thank you to all the viewers who contributed, and you know, that's what this channel's about. At the end of the day, I'm a new rider, I'm not very experienced, and if we can all learn from each other by reading those comments, then that's going to benefit more people and hopefully keep more people safe. Talking of which, I'm just keeping my distance from this wagon in front and not getting too close, just backing off a little bit there on the roundabout. So yeah, it's a great journey so far. Long journey, and I just thought, you know, this kind of family gathering would give me a chance to pop up on the scooter, test myself a little bit on a longer journey, and just see how the scooter feels, you know, after riding 106 miles. So far so good. We're up to about 70 miles here, and feeling good, right? Feeling comfortable. Bike's running fine, running great. Stopped for a brew and a butty in Selby. That was good. Stopped for lunch. So that was about 65 miles, and backside was just starting to get a little bit sore, and it wasn't too bad, you know, but I was starting to feel it in my backside and my neck and my shoulders just a little bit. Even though I was trying to keep relaxed, you still carry a little bit of tension up top, and pulled up for a stretch and a spot of lunch there in Selby. But yeah, really gutted when I found out the camera wasn't working. Nice big open sweeping roads.
Not going to take any chances here. We've got a tractor pulling out, a digger. Got this big wagon turning.
You notice these are great roads in Yorkshire, just wide, open roads, very, very flat, but great rides for scooters and for bikes. This stretch here, I'm surprised there's no speed cameras because it's just an absolute boy racer's heaven, you can see that, or a midlife crisis heaven. But yeah, really great roads, big, wide open, sweeping roads, with not much traffic on them either.
Yeah, so this is currently the A163. And we're coming up to the village of North Duffield, not to be confused with Duffield in Derbyshire. Really nice and scenic. Passing through the village, and then we come up to a bridge, which, if I remember rightly, was a Grade 2 listed structure here that takes you over the River Derwent. On the other side, you drop down into the village of Bewholme. In the village of Bewholme. What a great name. Bewholme. So yeah, interesting this morning when I left home, because I went to fill up with fuel, and of course some of the big fuel companies yesterday announced that they had a shortage of drivers, and they were cancelling deliveries or reducing deliveries, so it's caused this big panic buy of petrol. And I went to fill up at Tesco's in Whaley Bridge, and it was absolutely chocker. They were queuing out onto the main road. It was like you know, on Christmas Eve when everyone gets petrol and they're queuing, or you know, they know there's going to be a shortage of toilet rolls or whatever, you know, all them crazy things that we've experienced. Well, they were queuing for petrol, and it was absolutely crazy. So I couldn't fill up. I was down to 3 bars of fuel. And I was thinking, am I going to make it to a fuel station or not? I came over the Woodhead Pass, I was still on 3 bars, so I did okay. And then I managed to find a fuel station where there was no queue. Oh, motorbike and sidecar, very cool. Love it, with a trailer on the back as well. Amazing. Do I go or do I stay? I'm going to stay. Signpost is saying left. The place I want is past Driffield, but my sat-nav is taking me this way. So I'm going to trust the sat-nav as the quickest route. Yeah, so the road ahead looks clear and full throttle. I think at this point it was showing about 66 on the speedo, which means we're probably doing about 60 in reality, maybe 61, 62. But what you can't see here is that behind me I've got a coach, like a demon coach driver that's right up my backside, and I'm just trying to create a little space between myself and the coach because he wasn't slowing down, and maybe the best thing to do would have been to pull over. This coach is not backing off, he's right on my backside. So yeah, thankfully managed to stay safe from the coach, and as you can see, the good news is blue skies ahead. The weather was good, and I think at this point we had about 15 to 20 miles, something like that, from our final destination. So we've done about 85 miles, feeling good. And the funny thing is when I bought the scoot, I was pretty convinced to myself that I was only going to travel like a couple of miles from home, just to pop to the shops, staying very local, just for fun. And of course, as your experience grows, you start to venture further away from home. And before you know it, you're doing 20-mile trips, 30-mile trips.
And someone commented on one of the previous videos saying, wait till COVID's over, you'll be doing national rallies and European rallies. And at the time I was thinking, no, that's never going to happen. But, you know, here I am doing 106 miles there and 106 miles back. And you can easily see how it happens. You know, you start to gain in confidence, you start to venture further away from home. And it's just great fun, yeah. So, yeah, I can see that happening maybe in the future. Who knows?
Looks like they built them houses right in the middle of the roundabout. Building everywhere. Look at that. Right on the edge of the roundabout. Not any bit of spare land that's been built on these days.
The other thing just to mention on these fast open roads is there's a fair amount of roadkill, and you've got to watch out for it in case you know, you don't want to go over it. You need to try and avoid it, of course.
Roadkill, roadkill, look at that. Woo, dead fox.
So guys, big shout out to my scooter buddy Wes, who is today riding all the way from High Peak in Derbyshire right the way down to the middle of France on his Milano 125. That's one heck of a journey, Wes. I hope you're safe. And I would imagine the landscape is pretty similar to what we're seeing on here. So good luck with that ride, mate. I hope all is well. Incredible.
Absolutely nice around here. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Camera's still running. Bishop Burton College. I'm guessing that's some kind of agricultural college. And that's a lovely pub. Look at that pub there. Whether you could see that. What a nice area this is. Amazing. Wow. On the Duck Island in the middle. Really picturesque.
Yeah, guys, so the pub on the left there is called the Nag's Head. The Nag's Head pub. And of course, as I drove past there, I couldn't help but think of Only Fools and Horses and Del Boy, Rodders, and of course, Boycie. Poor old Boycie, I should say, the actor that played Boycie, John Challis, who passed away this week, just gone. So really, really sad. And it's funny, I was watching YouTube, and there was an interview with David Jason popped up, and he was saying that the actor, John Challis, he said he was such a good actor because in real life he was absolutely nothing like Boycie. He was the exact opposite. He was very humble, very quiet, very well educated, and just completely the opposite of everything that Boycie was. So he was saying that that's the sign of an amazing actor, you know, when they can play a part that's just completely different than their own personality. But yeah, sad loss. Very, very funny. Of course, in Only Fools and Horses, classic comedy.
Sat nav is telling us to go this way, so we shall follow it and hope for the best.
So I think the one thing that I've learned from this trip is that I need a high-vis. In certain circumstances, a high-vis jacket is definitely beneficial for your own safety. Coming over the Woodhead Pass, very dark, very wet, and I'll definitely be investing in a high-vis. Already invested in some waterproofs, but the high-vis is definitely going to be an addition to the kit.
Bewholme, we've arrived. Woohoo! 106 miles. Now I'm just going to find the place. Could be anywhere. Nice roads for scooting on. I wonder if I can get... Oh, look at all them pumpkins. I wonder if I can get on Facebook and see if there's anybody on any of the scooter groups that's up in this area that fancies a little ride out over the weekend. Might be worth investigating. Not sure this is it. No, this isn't it. I've come in the wrong place completely. So how do we find the place? Just one final thing I want to add in as well. You'll notice that throughout this video you may have seen that I have my phone mounted on a bracket on the handlebars for the sat-nav. Been absolutely invaluable. First time I've used sat-nav on the bike, and I don't think I would have made it here without it. Just absolutely incredible. You can hear it clearly even with your helmet on. No Bluetooth, just literally listening to the phone, and couldn't have got here without it. So really recommend a decent bracket for your phone so that you can use sat-nav. There we are, just gone past. It's there, just gone past where the van was delivering. So I'm going to pull in here and turn around.
Guys, this final clip is a view of Hornsea Beach, where myself and the family went the day after just to chill out. Lovely beach on the east coast, very unspoilt, lots of open space, not crowded at all. Just a really nice part of the country. Check it out if you're in the area. Pretty nice beach here at Hornsea. Lovely sunny day. And chain the scooter up, but I'm going to move it to somewhere just a little bit more secure down here, where I can chain it to the post, and then I can sit and have a coffee and admire the view. Lovely. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the videos, and look out for the maintenance videos that are coming up over the next few weeks. That's going to be interesting. All right, so please subscribe to the channel, and once again, thanks for watching. See you all soon. Thanks.